Have you ever wondered what will happen if you will make zero mistakes when it comes to training and diet? You will probably get in a way better shape while also having an easier time doing it. And in this video I will reveal to you 3 common mistakes I see a lot of men make when they try to get in shape. And you have probably heard about some of these mistakes, but the thing is that people need to be reminded more than they need to be told. In this video I will remind you some mistakes that you might make. The first one: a few days ago I went to the gym, I did my push workout. I did this exercise called overhead tricep extension. I do it, I push really hard, and then at the last rep I pushed and then I failed, and then I said to myself, push harder this time, and then I pushed really hard, and for some reason I managed to finish this rep. But that's not the most important thing, because after that rep I tried to do another rep and I finished it too, and then the third rep, and that's where I really got to failure, meaning that I was 3 reps away from failure when I thought that I was 0 reps away from failure. And if I were to stop at that point, I would have made 0.0001% less gains. This is the micro, but think about the macro in the grand scheme of things. Guess how much less gains I would have made if I were to train like that in each one of my exercise sets. A lot less gains, because I would not reach my desired intensity when I need to train intensely, and when I won't train intensely I will just not train intensely, right? I would be delusional and I would not realize why I don't make gains. And the way to overcome this mistake is by just having one set per exercise in which you go to total failure. You feel so much pain and you don't stop no matter what, and then you realize what failure actually is. Now the second mistake, and it is one that I see a lot of men make while they know that it is so bad to make it. So think about it like that: when we go and train, we induce muscle damage and hypertrophy, right? We go and we fatigue our bodies and muscles and our minds even, and then we go back home, we feel more tired, and because of that we need to rest, right? And guess what? If we will go and play video games all night, or watch TV all night, or scroll on short form medias all fucking night and won't sleep, the only thing that we won't do is recover, because those activities, they are hyper stimulating, and sleep is the actual time that we recover at. There is a hierarchy to rest, and the only thing that I wanted to realize is that sleep is the most important thing, is the top of this hierarchy, is the one thing that if we will do, everything else pretty much shrinks into irrelevance. And if you sacrifice sleep for a lower level of rest, you are making a big mistake, especially for muscle growth, for the sake of getting jacked, because you don't only fatigue yourself mentally, which means that you will be more likely to skip this workout or eat this piece of junk food, you will also not rest yourself physically, and you will not be ready to go the next workout, and you will miss out on gains. Now the third mistake, and it is one that a lot of gym rats make. There is a hypothesis called the hyperpalatability hypothesis. It basically states that the more palatable tasty the food that we eat, the more hungrier that we will be after eating it. And the third mistake is not taking it into account and doing if it fits your macros type of diets, and just eating really dirty foods that induce hunger, and because of that it becomes so much harder to stick to the diet, and because of that we don't stick to it. We eat cheat meals and shit, and we cheat on it, and we eat more calories than we need, less protein than we need, and we make less gains, we get less jacked, we get fatter, and also we feel groggier, shittier, and our workouts get worse. The third mistake is eating too much hyperpalatability, unhealthy foods, instead of eating more healthy foods that are less palatable, that reduce hunger, that makes us feel better and increases our energy. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe. Here is a reminder, I'm just a man. I tell you what I've learned from experience and the knowledge that I've gained through research, but there is a small chance that I might be wrong. And that's it.